So, where do good ideas come from? That is a tough question, and really hard to know. A lot of good ideas come from just taking showers and going on walks and things like that. But in this one, I'm going to kind of give you some structured ways to generate new ideas. I'm going to give you 3 points because that's what I do. I give 3 points in every video. Let's roll the intro. You know, when I first started off creating videos, it was always hard to create my own original ideas. I always had to sort of spawn it from somebody else. And I'm like, all right, how did these people come up with this idea? How did they formulate this, come to this conclusion in their mind that this is what they wanted to do, this is what they wanted it to look like and feel like, and things like that. And I always wondered, you know, am I just not good enough? Where's the gap? You know, what's missing here? And over the years, you know, I've been doing this for 15 years or so, I've figured out there are actually methods that you can use and systems you can use to start getting ideas on paper or ideas on whatever it is you're doing. And there are things you can put in place that will help you create ideas. Now, before we get into that, I want you to subscribe to this video because that's what people do. Subscribe, like it. It'll help me out. It'll help other people out find this video. And I think there's some really awesome little nuggets of wisdom and insight in this thing. So please do that for me. I appreciate that. So let's get into it. Number one is to create a mind map. So a mind map is essentially a very free-flowing, associative state of mind to get into. It's kind of like meditating, right, while you're being creative. So you start off with a word. Let's say the word is nature. Say you're trying to promote a product that is natural. We'll go with nature. You start with the word nature, you really get in the zone, and you really just start building this tree out of different words, different ideas that just come to mind. It seems totally random at first, and it is. Don't be embarrassed by anything that you write down. Just let it flow out, and eventually you'll start noticing patterns. You'll start grouping things together. Go ahead and just Google search mind mapping online. You'll find other people doing it, and I'll even have some examples down the road because it's a really cool exercise. So look into mind mapping. Will help you out tremendously. I'm going to move on to the next point because I think it kind of helps with mind mapping and other things as well. Number two is to be vulnerable. Don't be afraid of stupid ideas. I would say the first 20 ideas that come out of your mouth, out of your brain, are probably going to be terrible. That's okay. Everybody has terrible ideas. You got to get them out though. You got to get them out. It's that flow state you did with the mind map. You want to be able to get that out so your brain can start firing on a different level once all the junk gets out, right? So be vulnerable, get stupid, be silly, be ridiculous, and then start getting down to the core idea. So don't be afraid to be vulnerable, and especially don't be afraid to be vulnerable in front of other people. Say that you're in a brainstorming session or a jam session and nobody wants to speak up because they're afraid of feeling stupid. Well, your first few ideas are going to be stupid no matter what. So get them out there, get them on the wall. Maybe something will stick. You never know. So there's never really a bad idea. You just keep moving on and get to the better idea, the best idea. And the third thing I like to do personally, if it's just me trying to come up with the idea instead of like being in a brainstorming session, I do the mind mapping thing. I'll just start talking to myself. I'll go on long walks, these sort of things. And another thing I do to sort of get better ideas is to actually steal ideas. Not actually steal ideas, but I keep a list of things to steal. So that's the third one, is keep a list of things to steal. Whether that's on Pinterest, on Instagram, I have it on both of those platforms actually. I even have a document of other inspirational things. If I am feeling dry on ideas, I'll go and look at that stuff and it'll just start sparking. It'll start sparking new ideas in me. Whether it's something I actually do physically want to steal, not steal exactly, but like, oh, I love how this person did this line, or how they outlined something, or whatever that is, how they art directed a certain piece. What if I take just a little bit of that and put it into what I'm doing here to match the overall whatever it is I'm doing? So I keep a list of things to steal. So keep yourself a bucket of things to steal. It'll help you out when you're having a dry spell for sure. Now to summarize, I say start mind mapping, start getting to a flow state, whether that's in a journal, piece of paper. There's even mind map apps out there. I haven't really used them that much. I like to just do things on pen and paper and just bow, just really just get it out there. Second thing, be vulnerable. Don't be afraid to get stupid. Don't be afraid to have terrible ideas. Most of my ideas are terrible. It's only those good ones that rise to the top. And the last thing is keep a list of things to steal. Be inspired, friends. If you like this video, if you found it helpful, please share it with one other person. I'm just trying to help some people out here. I'm just trying to help people out. And if you're wanting more information about what it is that I do, I'll leave it down in the description. I have a coaching program that I just launched. We're rocking and rolling. We're like a few weeks in. It's gonna be good to go. The full thing launches here soon. I'll keep you posted. If you want to stay in tune with that, please sign up for my newsletter or shoot me an email and I'll get you hooked up with whatever it is you want to be hooked up with. Thank you very much. See you next week.